Hello. 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 I'm no business. I don't know what that means, Miss Aria, but I'm assuming it'll make sense. We're trying out Pentiment. I could log into the Xbox network. What do we know about this game? Medieval or late medieval book game. It has a wonderful art style. Jay Sawyer seems to talk about this game a lot. This is going to be the final game of this round of the Grummy's Game Roundup. And this is a game you can controller. I like a game you can controller. The game sounds to me like it's probably a little loud, but it looks good in OBS. I can always adjust it later. What are the options? I could turn the visual quality up or down. Margins. Hello, Ogre. How are you today, Ogre? Have you been feeling better? I'm just going to assume that this will all work out. I want to use, if I were just playing this for myself, I would absolutely use the stylized font, but it does make sense to use the easy read fonts for a stream. I assume I can change this later. It's not like I can read Latin anyways. Do I, Oh, right. Okay. This is, this is actually something I know. In medieval times, paper and vellum and parchment were too valuable to waste. So when a book was no longer needed, they would just scrape the old text off of it with a stone or a sharp knife, and they would reuse it. And there's a kind of historical forensics that gets used where techniques are used to see what was written underneath what's written on a parchment. And I find that very cool. The other thing I know about this game is apparently the guy you play as is a slut, which I appreciate. And there's dogs and jackrabbits. Look at that skull. I just found out, by the way, speaking of Nombagoblin, Jay Sawyer showed up. He showed up again. Don't be rotate. I I'm not the only person to have stolen that GeoCities GIF to make into my own personal emote. Apparently Balp did too. So I'm sorry, Balp. If you're out there, Balp, I didn't realize you had dibs. I'm keeping the skull. Okay. Oh, I did describe him, so I gotta say. Ah, he's a saint. You can tell because he's got a halo. Uh-huh. Thank you, Socrates. Wait, who was that woman who spoke? I didn't catch her name. So Socrates would perhaps be one of the enlightened, non-baptized people who would end up in purgatory rather than going to hell for not accepting Jesus. Okay, our saint is into it. Oh, I saw that! They re-scraped it. Okay, we're getting... St. Grobian is into it. That's Beatrice. Oh-ho. Ah, yes. Okay, so we are an illuminator. Nuremberg. Nuremberg, free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade. I could move around. Can I see what my previous one were? Okay. That's pretty cool that I can do. I'm reading a book, so I can look up what the glossary says. Yeah. Ah, we have an arranged marriage. Socrates, you had a wife. Can I not look up Jesus? Jesus is red rather than underlined. So I guess I can't look up Jesus. I can't learn more about that cat. Ah, the Minotaur in the House of Leaves. Or maybe it's red because it's blasphemous. He's taking Jesus' name in vain, even though he's a saint. Wheel of Time stops for no one, Andrea. But it's out of me control, Your Majesty. Ah, yes. Trust in Providence. It is true that the Great Wheel of Time will grind us to dust. There's a lot going on here. I've only got eyes for you, St. Grobian. Now, you can't teach a fool. I know old Sean wants you to endure the abbot shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. It'll be fine. Oh, my balls. Up, a child. Ah, hello, Ursula. Ah, Ursula cannot speak very well. Yeah, familiar sound of chickens. I love that the game is drawn with poor perspective. I combined poor and perspective to almost say porn. Poor perspective because art of this period did not understand vanishing points. You wouldn't let me put on the Baron, April 1518. They wouldn't let me see my guy put on my chouses. We're in Nuremberg. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can work at the scriptorium. There's a map. Greater Tassing. Hey, we don't know if this is heavy rain or not yet. We don't have there might be an opportunity to piss. Can I not, like, these tabs? Can I not look at them yet? Brother Piero. Verona. Artist of Kearsarge Abbey, known for his kindness and helpful nature. Brother Piero is respected as a master painter, specializing in works of extraordinary color. Ursula Gertnerin? Ursula Gertnerin. Daughter of Peter and Clara, half-sister of Eva and Big George. Let's look at the glossary. Nuremberg, free imperial city of the Holy Roman. Yeah, we're in Nuremberg. Okay. The Pictrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron. Yeah, can I, wait, do I... Okay, that's him. Prior Farron. Again. Okay, I can't go any more left. I could go back to sleep. Gertner House. Hello, Ursula. So she's not very adept at speaking. Ferenc. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I read that as an E. Okay. He's from Hungary, so yes. Hello, Clara. Yeah, let's be polite. We got Otto. Who's Otto? That's Otto. Sack. Otto wanted me to sack you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Okay. Okay, so Otto stopped by. Yeah, the fonts are very good. It would be a little more readable if I went to the easy font, but now let's be polite. Erased it by 2 groschen. Too thick. You're gonna make me... I don't know how to say that word. Is that an F like an S? Or is that an F like a thorn? Thinnings? Finnigs? I don't know. You're asking too much of me. I'm not from the Holy Roman Empire. I can barely speak English. Peter. That's Peter. I think it's your standard German PF sound. Thanks for the help. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. You are under no obligation to pay, but the Gertners will suffer for it. This is, I didn't realize this was Disco Elysium. Wait, were these taxes unexpected? Okay, we can't do payment in kind anymore. Peter's too proud. I don't want to be too generous. I want them to know that they're putting me on the spot here. Okay, I'm going to... For chops. Are they talking about milled grain? That's why they would go to the mill and have to get good... St. Luke, bless ye. Which Luke is it? Christian evangelist and patron of artists and physicians. A winged bull. Yep. Anyway, we don't have time to work on our personal projects because of our job. It's only during the divine office that... The divine office. Yeah. I will go back and marry. Hello, Master Saw. But I know this is what I want to do. This will be remembered. Not many people get to decide that. And everyone in Tassing has their life set out before them. Yeah, I don't want to underpraise myself. It's my finest work. After Vespers, monastic hour at dusk, one of the major prayer hours that is followed by supper. And yes, we can look at the frog. Ah, wait, I see somebody famous on this page. This guy is famous. This guy was famous before this game came out. There's a direct reference to an actual illustration. And he's over here again! They love this guy. Klaus Drucker. Well, tell me about Klaus Drucker. Okay, that's Klaus. Yes, we're all big fans of the Druckers. Especially the Mother Drucker. Wait, I want to talk to Eva. Okay. That's the Gertner farm. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. So we're staying with some farmers. Okay, I'm on a 2D plane. Here's Peter. Shepherd. Okay. Oh, can I not talk to... Oh, there's Big Jorg. Lord. Lord was put in last because it was written in red ink, so they had to switch pens. Every day but Sunday. Thank God for Sundays. Smells like a storm's coming. Ah, I can also smell the rain, Jorg. Jorg. I guess Andreas can't. Was it... Where was it where you spurt your... Wanderjahre? Wanderjahre. Wandering years. Okay. Before you came to Tassing. Huh. Okay. Basil. Basil knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. They can be Dutch. Andrea knows some Dutch and French and can make references to cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. Italy. Knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural milestones in Florence, Venezia, and Milan. So we know German. This gets us Italian and French. This gets us Dutch and French. And this gets us Italian and Greek. Greek is the only one that's unique. Well, no, Greek and Dutch are unique. Hard to say. French seems useful because we are France was a major power, and if we're in the Holy Roman Empire, we are more likely to run into Frenchmen than anyone else because they're adjacent to each other. However, Greek is a sort of still a lingua franca, although at this point, French was probably the lingua franca, and Italy does seem like it would be the major center of the arts in the 1500s. I'm going to go with Italy. Now tell us about these. Milan, one of the largest cities in Europe. Part of the Italian peninsula before becoming part of the Spanish Habsburg Empire. It is economic and cultural power due to its position. Firenze. Firenze is home to the powerful Medici family, who ruled it for centuries. Florence is known for its artistic patronage. Yeah, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Botticelli, and Machiavelli. That is why I thought of Firenze. Venezia, one of the most powerful republics in the Italian peninsula, sitting on the Adriatic. Yeah. That is what I thought. Ah. It doesn't storm in Italy. Everyone knows. 10, 15 years? Ah. What do we spend all that time in Italy doing anyways? Ah, hedonists. Craftsman. A bookworm. Rapscallion. A businessman. Am I a hedonist or a rapscallion? Yeah, I think this is definitely very Italian to me. But so is this. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, this is also what I thought. Yeah, street fighting is sort of a pastime on the Italian peninsula. Ah, thanks, Jorg. Yeah. You say hello? Eva and Clara? I meant the chickens. Peter, James, and John. Oh, they're all named after saints. You named your chickens after the apostles? Isn't that blasphemy? I guess... Ah, yes, they witnesses Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They can see everything around here. Makes sense to me. Now, what do they do with the eggs? They sell them? The Bowers. Yeah, that's Clar. We already know Clar. We need the extra money for taxes. And we're learning. Peter. Ill Peter. Peter and Ill Peter. Yeah, we're Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andreas? My brain just kind of assumed that the S would be silent, but... the town's gone to shit. This town's finished. I think it's different when yeah, you gotta engage them when their memory's going like this. Different as beer and piss. The old abbot didn't bother us. Perchetta. Pagan. And Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts even if the white lady's name was on our lips. St. Moritz. St. Moritz is the patron saint of Tassing, Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred in their faith. His hand is a relic in Cursao's shrine. Yeah, the pigs are very good. I thought St. Moritz protected Tassing. St. Satya, too. But do you think protected it before they came along? Mm-hmm. Satya was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided St. Moritz's soldiers with food on the day in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Oh. Old Rannick knew. The late husband of Ottilia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does smell nice. Yeah, it helps with ghosts. Ghosts hate lavender. I should get going. God bless you. And the sheep block me from going this way. So where was my map again? Okay, I intuited that Y opens up my map. That's Kearsaw. I'm on Gurner Farm. So I can't go left, so if I go up... Where's the Abbey at? France, Bower, and Mundo Kimperen. To Abbey. I have to go up and then follow the road. When I get to the river, I head west and then take the second left. Okay. I assume that the game being 2D means that I can't really get lost. Hello, Edris. You've got work for me, bud? Lend me a hand. I'm already late to the Abbey. Alright then. Yeah? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow, that's exciting gameplay. doesn't have an apprentice. Have you considered an apprentice? Bert. Look at that little guy. I bet you could get Bert Drucker. Yeah, Klaus. Yeah. Okay, I can't go this way. Indra Schmidt's Smithy. So I guess Idris works at the Abbey sometimes. The shepherds are clogging the commons. For Christ's sake, help you cut out. The ladies. Should I offer to help? I bet Socrates will say my previous obligations. Nah. I'm not close to the family. Mind your own business, asshole. Oh, we got some horses. Yeah, I was right to yell at Martin. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding, when Johann pulled his pants down. Yeah. Did Johann pull Johann's pants down, or did Johann pull Peter's pants down? Or, no, Lucky's pants down. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Now that's the bad one. Marfin. That one is blasphemous. Hetty. Eat shit. Yeah, I'm antagonizing Martin. I can't go up. I can't look at Lucky. Okay, I guess it's only left or right for me. It's good to have a few enemies. Is Klaus a, Is Klaus a printer? Yeah, we've heard about Bert. There's Mary, or Marie. He's still coming by for supper. The Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. Titular character of a popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster, continually exposing his vices and hypocrisy of others. He's also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his shit. If adventure stories of questionable moral merit? Ah, no? Ah, as long as they're not horny. Ooh. We did promise to have dinner with Klaus. It's important to honor your promises. Hello, Thomas. Mahler. I'm actually late. Will you have time for the Lord on Sunday? I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want this to get into an argument. If not for his sake, consider it young. A man has many duties. Father Thomas would appreciate how hard you work. His asshole can't make you go to mass. I do like Socrates. Ah, the guy showed up. Master Mahler, this is Lawrence, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Worms, prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire. Located on the Rhine, Worms is the site of many imperial diets. Yeah. It's nice to be remembered fondly. I wish all of your neighbors here were as welcoming. Well, yes. Innsbruck. Ah, tell me about Innsbruck. Capital of Austrian county of Tyrol and major stop on the Imperial Road connecting Italy to Bavaria. It is the closest major city to Kersau Abbey and Tassig. Notably, it was the site of witch trials in 1485. Okay. Diet. Just so you know, Imperial Diet is a symbol of 3 colleges of the Imperial Estates in the Holy Roman Empire. The Prince-Electors, the Princes and Dukes, and representatives of the Imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on the matters of importances to the Empire. Also, look at that owl. Ah, the Emperor. How was Venice, my lord? Ah, the Jews now live in their own quarter in the north. This is actually where the phrase ghetto, like the word ghetto, comes from. Is the cordoning off of Jews in Europe, largely Italy. No offense, Father. Of course. I heard Father Matius died shortly after my visit. Yeah, the previous abbot. Historia. Tell me how to actually spell. Historia Tasse. That I'm going to guess that is just history of Tazig. Yeah. Yeah, you need 2 copies to make sure they're the same. Can I get a copy of that book? That's Father Gurnet. That's the current abbey. I am Master Mahler. It is an honor to meet you, my lord. A scriptorium. It's a room for doing manuscripts. Though typically associated with monasteries, they have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. That means that here in 1514? This would be, like, scriptoriums were starting to disappear. 1518. I must know a Nuremberger artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518. You gotta sell ourselves to the Lord. I can't say no to a nobleman who invited me to dinner. Okay, we're gonna be talking to the guy. Are you unmarried? You are in the Erfurt. Yeah, we were at university. Martin Luther. We'll learn about Martin Luther. Yeah, we're undergoing the Reformation, it seems. Yeah, we didn't meet Martin Luther. Maybe this is one of the reasons we don't like the abbot. Yeah, the 95 thesis. Yes. It came out last year. The old abbot was up for debate, but what about the new one? Did you attend university? He's a baron. Okay. Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus. Okay, I've heard of 3 of those. Cicero, of course. Marsilio Finicio was a 15th century Italian priest and humanist who was one of the leading figures of the Renaissance. He translated Plato into Latin. Aristotle, everybody knows him. Erasmus of Rotterdam, that's the Dutch guy. Hmm. Junior doctorate? Why did the text do that? Hmm. Definitely not theology. Ah, maybe he's a nerd, so that it replaced his. Medicine, imperial law. One of these two. I feel like this makes the most sense. I gave up my studies and I cut loose in Italy. Varian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law. Nonsense. Ah, the old pagan doesn't like this guy. Okay, Lawrence isn't willing to volunteer what that was about. We're gonna learn about the trium and trivium and quadrivium. Mm-hmm. Their favorite subject? Okay, Latin makes the most sense for being a law student. Andreas knows a soul-endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Latinist does make the most sense, but so does this. Rhetoric. Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. He spoke of the city on the hill. Actually, he never did, I don't think. We talk about all these guys. We've already talked about Augustine, St. Augustine of Hippo. We have less vis for public discourse than the senators did in the Roman Republic. Towards the Christian truce. Mm-hmm. Ah. Let's roam. I get to pick two? Well, then I guess I'll pick Latin. Yeah, this makes sense to me. What is your favorite sententia? Dulce est decorum est pro patria mori. Do I think this guy is a jokester or not? But using Erasmus is cheating. Latin cup into a Greek well. Okay, so the Lawrence family... Well, I guess his given name is Lawrence. What was this guy's last name? I don't recall. Actually, wouldn't it be in the... I'm not allowed to open my menu right now. Now there's not much left. 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. Brother Piero. That guy. How venerable. Yeah, we were talking up Piero earlier. Ah, the sisters. They're turning away from me. Nuns. The Benedict. We're explaining the anachronisms. Mother Cecilia seemed to recognize you. Ah. Here's the man himself. Rothvogel. I wrote ahead. I wanted to see my manuscript. Did you want to see it now? He certainly wields his, presence. A type of illuminated manuscript that contains abbreviated form of the prayers of the Divine Office in addition to other religious texts. Mm-hmm. Are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. Urgh. Maybe I can convince Brother Matthew. Ah, yeah. Turtle Man. I could steal. Find a way to get paid. It's a shrine. Church. Cloister. Convent garden. Can I go to the fever view? Ah, the juices are good for hangovers. Prioress's house. I don't want to talk to Matilda. I want to look at... Okay, I'll talk to Matilda. God bless you, Master Mahler. Hello, sister. Cecilia. Mm-hmm. Now we can pet the mouse finger. Look at that medieval style cat. God bless you, Master Mahler. Okay, the nuns are not for me. Let's see what's here. Look at that face on the wall. Once held the Holy Lance, the Spear of Destiny. Okay, people come here on pilgrimage. They're praying, so I don't want to mess with them. At the cloister. Infirmary, chapter house, master aquarium, large garden, laboratory, refectory. Sebit. He has a different art style because he's from somewhere else. Must be from Turkey. Duh, Rome. I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Roundup's generosity from earlier. The Council of Constance, that's an important one. The Diocese of Constance in the Papal Schism. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mahler, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. Nad opened my workshop. I've only ever gone as south as Florence, but I'd like to see Rome. The townsfolk. The Albans, Ulrich and Gret. Okay. I blasted right past that. I will tell a story to the children and the mothers of the meal every day. Mm-hmm. There's Gret. I can make time. God give you health. Okay. Church, dormitory, kitchen and cellar, cemetery. Oh, I've got a turnaround, but... I'm schmovin'. Let's go look at the bodies. The Old Bailey. Animal pens. Shouldn't I try to find the manuscript place? Okay, I want to go to the Old Bailey. I want to... How do I... How do I change, what quest I'm on? Okay. Father Gurnet. Well, it doesn't make sense to steal. Just because I was a shithead doesn't mean I have to be one now. I'm reformed. See, is Prior Mabel here? I don't want to just steal that. We got Guy. We got Adoc. We got Piero. I can't go in here. I want to talk to the Coke bottle guy. Where's the Coke bottle guy? It's Rudger. Yeah, Rudger was screaming during Easter Mass. Yeah. We're just doing small talk with people. Where is I want to find the Coke bottle guy. Where does he live? Somebody's making soup. Meatschlaus. God be with you. Okay. I can't go to the Abbot house. I guess the Abbot is with the Baron right now. I mean, I'm sure I'll find him. Brother Matthew. Train to Moritz. Infirmary. There's not that many places. I can just wander around until I find him or don't. Some of these rooms are pretty small. I'm not even allowed to run in here. God bless you. Well, here's Gurnet. I'll show kindness to the dog. Well, he's one of the people I can ask. Andreas. Speak with you on behalf of the Gurdners. You are an artist, Andrea, not a banker. An Arctic. They are, now that they've asked me to pay my rent early in order to pay the Abbey. The tithes. Okay, Gernet's an asshole. Is Matthew here? Ah, Lucas. Don't make me try to say Polish words. Wojlaw? It's Father Abbott and Brother Pryor who make things hard. There's Zadok. You saw him. He's from Cornwall. Wait, Cornwall doesn't get a line? Yeah, the difference in font is meant to... Yeah. I don't know where Tats is. Where all they eat is fish. Alright, let's go into the cellar. You got meat. And shallots. How's living with the Gertners? Yeah, they're great. There's Big Jorg and Eva. Ursula. We've seen Ursula. She was the first character we met. Okay, let's look around more for Coke Glasses guy. I'm making reference to the fact that he's got real big glasses, which would be expensive at this time period. Oh, there's a guy down here. Volkbert. We're not allowed into the abattoir. Well, I'm running out of locations that the guy can be in. Hello, Adney. I'm looking for a specific guy. Chief Sacristan of Kierson Abbey, responsible for maintaining the sacristy. Okay, so if I can find the sacristy, I can probably find this guy. It's in the church. Here he is. God bless you, Andrea. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mahler? No. I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. I have a favor to ask you. This isn't part of the agreement. Is that why Father Abbot has increased the taxes on the Gertners? Now, Peter didn't. His wife asked me. Ah, the truth is seemingly affecting Matthew. Ah. In the name of Christian charity, isn't there anything you can do? Well, we're appealing to Christ. This money I would be paid eventually and would be a great relief to the Gertners. Now. Work with Father Gernot, and I shall note this with Father Gernot and Prior Ferenc. The monk's font is hard to read. That's why there's an option to make it easier to read. Okay. I'll give it to her directly. Well, let's go to work. I'm going to the kitchen for some reason. I think this will lead me to where I want to go. Yeah. Well, let's talk to Guy. Is it Guy or Guy? Is he French or not? Contracts or manuscripts? No, he doesn't care. Guy really is hoping for the Abbot's thing. Like Abbot's appreciation. I'll never get to see Burgundy as in. Hello, hello, Brother Aduk. All mill. No, Ave mill. Ah. Literal nut. Piero. Ah, Piero is friendly. Another old timer saying it's going to store. Big Jorg Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell the storms coming. Brother Adok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Now, we're not allowed to see what happened to Elijah. You're also being mean-spirited. I like old people. God protects his faithful against the inquietus. Yeah, I suppose this means Friar Ferenz is not overseeing us today. Yeah, tell us about... We know about Lorenz. He hurried like a little mouse. Rothvogel, that's his name. It's pathetic. You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no, Baron Rothvogel, his manuscript. How silly of Ma. Watch your mouth, or I'll give you something to worry about. You're the one mocking old men. What's wrong with you? Andrea, Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freezing. Ah, so he's friends with the Prince Bishop of the area of Tassig. I need to reference the Endermauer. Mm-hmm. Zdena. The Book of Hours. What do you mean? Did you sleep alone, or... She wants to hear if we fucked so she can daydream about it during... Have you considered the Lord? You really are a cloud on a sunny day. Illuminata. Ah, yes. Andrea. In Der Mauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. I can't look up blue promptly. Yeah, books are valuable, so they're kept under lock and key like that. Ah. Nope, he's not talking to me. Oh, he is. May I see how you're... Of course, Piero. Your opinion is always welcome. A joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. What do you want? Where are you in this work? That doesn't concern me. I didn't know there was room for me in there. It is inescapable. We all put ourselves into our work. What? Yeah, they're bad at spelling, and they have to scrape to hide. Where does this painting represent? It's November. Andrea, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Ah, it's not the way November is. They won't pay me for the truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. My opinions. Ah, they're just the thought of an old monk. Why has Kearsarge kept this up for so long? Some people, small places, have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. Yeah, because one of the big things about the time of Luther was that there were printers. I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adok. And Brother Guy. Yeah, I wanted to give Guy a hard time, but I don't want to shit on him too much. I am happy to have served the Lord. Is it time for prayer? It's already terse. Too much talk. Till later, Andreas. Think all the blonde men in this game are assholes? Could be. I mean, we're kind of blonde. Very conspicuous. What was that noise? I knocked a bowl of paint on the floor. And then Brother Ferenc came in and wrote in his book, slammed it, closed, and left. He seemed to be in a great hurry. He's on edge since Brother Raffvogel left early. A History of the Universe from Creation to 1082, written by the Irish monks Mariana Scrotus. Anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes? One who wrote masterworks that even now are in the great libraries of Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz? I don't know Fulda. Mainz is on the river. And of course, Cologne, still a major city today. No, it's not. Why is the Prior Ferenc so nervous? We already know why. Yeah, we were schmoozing. What did he buy? Sure. I owe you a favor for tricking you. Volumes of the Aeneid. Aeneas. Yeah, this is Virgil's fan fiction. Reddish covers. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? What? Nuremberg inches. Reddish. That was the actual thing I should have said. Okay, he's been making copies of this for 3 years. Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover Dido. Italium non sponte sequor. The words sit easily in my memory. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty also appeals to Piero? Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. This is inexplicable feminist agenda. Yeah.
You got to kick that man's butt.
Is this a visual novel? In almost the strictest literal sense, yes. How would you know? She knows her life better than I do. Ah. Do you have the works of Sappho of Lesbos? Maybe not. Wretched Green. An Italian chivalric romance written by Andrea da Barberino in the early 15th century. The titular character rises from impoverished origins to go on heroic adventures and discover his noble parentage. Yeah. Brother Adolf had it. Realize it's ridiculous content. It belongs to Amadea Rusco of Lugano. Highly contested Swiss market town. Duke Como and Milan fought over control of it. It was claimed of the Swiss in 1513. It's a Venetian edition. Yeah. The son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's... It's better suited for knaves like me. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation leads to the downfall of many men. And downfall of many men leads to suffering. It's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all but one in Jesus Christ. Now, we are not equal in this world. In truth, it's unlikely you'd be considered liable under Bavarian law. I'm not concerned about the legality of it, but the principle. Yeah. I'm bragging about my university years. Dark red cover, 8 inches, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Yeah, Guy is the one... What was it? Okay, let's see what Guy was reading. We don't know French, so we can't read it. A dialogue between love and reason. I sympathize with him. But Father Matthias is gone. Well, it's not my place to question your judgment. I just work here. He mentioned finding a copy of Historia Tassiae, so that had some scandalous details in it. Do you know anything about the book? With the Roman Empire. What about his contents could have upset Father Matthias so much? It's not always best when the abbot cares more himself a friend of his brothers instead of their shepherd. Could something in the book have led Father Matthias to a crisis of virtue? So perhaps there is merit in that idea. How will you get to the church if you can't enter the scriptorium? I thought this was the only door into the library. Ah, keep your secrets, Illuminata. God be with you. Eating time. Sext. I could see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. Okay. Okay, we got some work done. We learned a bit of what's going on. I think I want to go to the refectory or the... No, the upper attic. I'm not sure. Time definitely worked differently back then. Because most people didn't have clocks. I wanted to apologize. You know, if you're looking to pilfer from the Baron, I recommend smaller valuables. Eat shit! There's Otto. And Endress. Now, we didn't see Otto this morning. Bless us, O Lord, and these are gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Rye bread, milk cheese, almond. Oh, you know, we got to start with the almonds. As far as I can tell, he's come to terrorize the people of Tassing and Curacao. Yeah, we're here to slop the shit. May as well share the hot goss. Misgiving about him. He does seem like he has an unsavory side to him. Ah. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back, old Rannig. What did you talk about then? My college years. You could sense my inherent moral quality. Ah, Indris is right. I never did learn to read. But if people are paying to Abbott to make them, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. Indris is changing the subject. Yeah, Martin probably, I know one when I see one. God wants to happen will happen. Yeah. Okay, so Otto wanted to gossip, Indris doesn't. Get Buck to it. Get back in a moment. Of course. Until later. And back to work. God be with you. I guess I can go look at that thing, Lawrence, the doodad. What on earth are those people? God bless you, Andrea. Now what's going on? Mm-hmm. I liked the painting when I was there earlier. Something. Oh, I wonder if the book that the guy's looking for has to deal with the saint. That would be the most. That would be the thing that would be most upsetting to the people. Ha and his legion were decimated. Now we can be a pedant. From Decimus. Bavaria. You probably heard of Bavaria. God save them. Yeah, Sasha. Thank you. Carl. Are these pilgrims? You got a spoon in your hat. He's behind on his work, so he went to go pray, but he prayed so long he's behind on his work. Now you know why relics in Age of Empires generate gold. No reason to be an asshole about this. We got leaky roofs. Hello, Volkbert. What am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, just nothing else but to go back to work. Although... A Volvel? Huh, I know Greek and Latin. Yeah. Yeah, cipher disk. It has to be connected to something Essel down here. Okay, I should go look at the logbook that Lawrence was looking at, unless he's there now. Now, Lawrence is here, so it's time to work. And I dispute your criticism. Okay, Lawrence is coming to ride everyone's ass. Excuse me, Prior Ferenc, but I believe your point is made. I do like that they made Lawrence look like a big asshole. Only want to accommodate you. The abbot already seems annoyed. Should I antagonize the abbot? My lord. My lord, I've made supper plans with the Drucker family in town. I tried to honor my agreements. Is Lawrence squeezing money out of the village, and that's why Gurnet is bending over backwards? You had this planned. Oh no, let's give him some shit. Sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in there. Did we not get a red line about Samson, the hero? Jawbone of an ass? Is that Samson? That was not wonderful. Time for Vespers. A few more pages. Anything to look at? The hand turns red when I put it here. From the Library of Tin University of Five Churches. The Hungarians call it PEX. Doctor of Theology George of Gran. Can I read any of this? Not from here and not recently. Ah. Of the margins. Mm-hmm. Libra, Capricorn, Aries? Yeah. Absconexu! Ah, I'll have to tell Josh Sawyer that on Blue Sky, MC Settle. There must be some kind of cipher. What's the key? Wait, the Volve! What could it all mean? Okay. I haven't found anything about any other symbols. I can go look at the Prior's house. If I could find a way into the library, I'm sure there's a book. And maybe I can find a May in after the dark. Could ask Werner. I will threaten him. Oh, you can see we have ink on our sleeves. Okay, where is the lavatory? If I go to the dormitory, that should take me close to the laboratory. Refectory, yeah, conservatory, courtyard. Ah, Piero. Yeah, we like Piero. Now, Piero has no pride. That's why he's got a tonsure. Now that's true. Yeah, Piero seems to be realizing. He's talking like a character that's going to die soon. I make some rope tying animations. Am I going to the refectory? Okay. I was wondering if I was going to the refectory or to the abbot's house. There's a pig's head. Tomac. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. That's the famous line of Matthew. And that's why St. Peter is at the pearly gates. That's what Jesus said. Hashtag Catholic Gaming. I'm not Catholic. I've never have been. But, he's bringing up Martin Luther. I can't say that... And look, every single person in the, in the refectory instantly stops what they're doing and all looks at this guy. He's... Bringing up Martin Luther here has to be like starting a fight on purpose. He's being a little shithead. Ah. Yeah. He's being an asshole. He may bring everyone closer to... Okay, Socrates is saying he wants to debate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we must... I'll use my orator ability. Anyone other bother? Ink splatter. We barely got here. I haven't eaten yet. That the Darren's heart is in the right place, even if you picked the wrong time to express. Piero is a sweetheart. That seems unlikely. Bye-bye. And hope springs eternal. What do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? I'm just a monk, thank God. Time to sleep. Except, is the place locked up? I can't seem to get anywhere else. I was going to go snoop around for that book. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, the badges, nothing else here. And I probably shouldn't be sneaking into the convent garden at night. That would probably start rumors. Lawrence must be a Wayne. I should get Basque to the Gertners. And then by the way, stone. Oh. Huh? I saw a ghost! The ghost? Yes? Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. You ever seen one? Usually around the ruins. Johann. Yeah, thank you, Till. Yeah. He talked about ghosts with me. I'll be polite. Viruses. Yeah. Columbine. Duh. Is she alright? Ah. Uh-huh. Lower Bavaria. I thought all the monks in... Yeah, even poor Brother Volkbert. And we've updated her fonts to show she's illiterate. Ah, she has scoliosis. Okay, we have a seer in town. Maybe if I knew more about medicine, I would know about scoliosis. Franz Bauer. Wait. Where am I going? I'm going back to the... I'm not going to Drucker. I'm going to... Go to the Gertner. Anybody out here? Johann? Got a chicken coop? Okay. That guy sleeps in a, everybody's already asleep. I'll have to apologize. Huh. Is Father Ferenc setting me up by giving me the Key of Solomon? Well, let's go to sleep and call it our time with... Oh, we got a sleeping cap. And we'll do our roundup. You're not going to snuff your candle? Okay, let's yeah. So this is Pentiment. This game is very, very good. I liked this a lot. In fact, I might have liked it the most of the games I've done roundups of. But it has a lot of reading. Maybe not the best for stream. I should probably just play this one. So, that's it for Pentiment. Let's look at the schedule, though. Okay. So that was Pentiment. I liked this game a lot. This was very cool. But again, I don't know if it's the best streaming game. First thing to note, on the new version of Dark Souls 2 Rando came out. So on Tuesday, we're going to be playing the new updated Dark Souls 2 randomizer. It's probably a terrible idea. But I'm going to do it anyways. But then Sunday, we're going to be playing our Roundup pick, which I guess I can decide right now. But what have we played? We have played Pentiment. We have played Signalis. We have played Dread Delusion. I feel like we played another game. Am I misremembering? I guess I can check the VODs. Dread Delusion, Signalis, 9 Souls. Right, yes, 9 Souls with churls. Mystic Heroes, not... I don't want to commit to streaming Mystic Heroes. 9 Souls probably in second place for best stream game, but I think it's going to be Signalis. That one seemed to be the best combination of me being into it and me wanting to stream it. So we'll update it right now. Sunday. It's going to be Signalis. So, yeah, Signalis on Sunday. Then on Tuesday, we're doing Dark Souls 2 Rando. Back to Dwarf Forge on Thursday. And then Friday, I think Kaz will be back. So we'll be back to Final Fantasy 6. But I think that's going to be it for now. And that's going to be it for now. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks to QB for the resub. All right. Good night, everybody.